time to think about who am I and where I come from. And I find that Toastmasters speeches are a great way to delve into those thoughts. My last speech, which was 4 months ago, I spoke about nationality. Who am I? This time I will tell you about where I come from, my home state, Veracruz. Veracruz is on the east of Mexico. It is bordered on the north by Tamaulipas, on the east, and in the south by Oaxaca, Chiapas, and Tabasco. And on the east of Veracruz, it is bordered by the Gulf of Mexico. It is huge. It is very long. It takes almost all the coast of the Gulf, and it covers an area of almost 72,000 square kilometers. It is divided in 212 municipalities, one of the most dense in Mexico, and it is administratively divided in 10 regions. And I'll use these 10 regions to explain you a little bit of the state. On the north, bordering Tamaulipas and divided by the Pánuco River, we have the High Huasteca, and its most important city, Pánuco. Then we have the second region, called the Low Huasteca. On the Low Huasteca, we have several cities, Naranjo, Cerro Azul, and Álamo, which are the heart of the Centric region. Actually, our friend Raquel is from Álamo, but studied in, no, it's Álamo and studied in Cerro Azul. And she also studied in Tuxpan, the biggest city, and it's also a port. We also have Tamiahua. It's a very small town, but it is very famous because of the shrimp and its oyster fisheries. Moving south, we have the Totonac region. And here in the Totonac region, we have the Tajín and its famous nature pyramid from the Totonac culture. The Tajín is in the jungle of Papantla, and Papantla is famous for its vanilla, which is cultivated there. Actually, you would find actual vanilla beans and liquors and the extract we use for baking. Nearby, the biggest city is Poza Rica, known for its Pemex refinery, which lies inside the city. Still in the Totonac region, but in the coast, we have Cazones and Tecozutla, cities which lie on the same rivers. And they are also famous because of its seafood, which I have tried, and it's very, very good, really fresh. A little bit south, we come into Nautla. And Nautla, its namesake city, it's also a small town lying on a river, and its typical dish is a seafood casserole, also really good. Another important city is Martínez de la Torre, which is also known for its citrus. If you go on my state, they sell oranges from those cities. They say, Naranja de Martínez de la Torre. It's very funny to hear this. Then we reach the capital region with Jalapa, which is the capital of the state. Jalapa is a university town, and as such is very bohemian. It's misty, you wake up every morning in the fog, and it's a little charming town with a lot of history. Then nearby, it's Coatepec, around 10 minutes away. And Coatepec is where a lot of coffee is grown, and you can taste it in many of the little restaurants around the Central Plaza. About also 10-15 minutes away from Jalapa is Jico. Jico is a magic town, Pueblo Mágico here in Mexico, and it is known for its fruit spirits that they make there. One is called the green, the verde, and the other one is a berry, morita, made out of berries. Also, here in the mountains, in the capital, but nearby Puebla State, we have Perote, which is called because of the Cofre de Perote, which is this mountain which looks like a chest box. If you're not so fan of the warm weather, there are two cities, Actopan and Jalcomulco, a little bit south and much warmer weather, where you can do rafting, trekking, rappel. It's really, really nice for the adventure time. Actually, I went there on Holy Week a year ago, and it's really awesome to do the rafting down the river. Moving to the west, nearby Puebla also, we have the High Mountains region. On the High Mountains region, we have the highest mountain, of course, of Mexico, which is the Citlaltépetl, also called the Pico de Orizaba. And the city that bears its name lies at the feet of the mountain. Then we have Fortín de las Flores, about 10 minutes away. Fortín de las Flores is known because they cultivate flowers there, and the most important one is the gardenia, which it smells really, really nice. And you can find the buds around 30 pesos. Moving Moving next from the 14th is Córdoba, which is also known for its coffee. Then we reach the center of the state, where it is the Sotavento region, with Veracruz, which is the oldest port in Mexico and the first city to be founded. A little bit upstream is La Antigua, where Cortés built its house, really old place, and Boca del Rio, which is the metropolis from Veracruz. Together, they have over 500,000 inhabitants, and it's one of the biggest cities in Mexico, representing the modernity in the state. On the south, moving south, we reach the Papaloapan. We leave the cold from the north, and actually you feel it's warm because you start to feel sticky because of the sweat. It has two important cities. The first one is Alvarado, where 8 out of 10 words is a swear word. And it's, no, really. And it's known because of its seafood called arroz a la tumbada, also very delicious. And Tlacotalpan, one of the little towns, it's a World Heritage Site since 1998. It's known for the Candlemas festivity, the Candelaria, and Agustin Lara lived there several years. Actually, it was one of the favorite places of Agustin Lara. A smaller region is called the Tuxtlas because of the cities called Santiago and San Andres Tuxtlas. They still have that small colonial town here, and Catemaco, known because of the witchcraft region in there. Last but not least, the Olmec region, known because in San Lorenzo, 10 out of 12 Olmec heads were found. And it is driven by important industry there because there are also Pemex refineries in Coatzacoalcos and Minatitlán, where I'm from. As you can see, I could give a speech about each and every region. Veracruz is huge, but I hope that with this little presentation, I piqued your curiosity and you can visit my state. Toastmasters?
Thank you. Thanks.